Hello, Kingswood. I'm Keegan Quinn.
And I'm Mary Footemeyer.
And we have a fun week of announcements planned for you. And welcome to Night's Watch.
And now, as always, the announcements for this week.
Kingswoodstock is coming up on October 22nd at 7 p.m. in the Kingswood Arts Center. Come on down to see the best variety show ever. For more information, see Mr. Burns in the Arts Center.
Oh boy, the exact path assessment will be on October 19th during B Block. Students will complete this exact path assessment on their school-issued Chromebook. Teachers, please remind students to bring their Chromebook and power cord to the scheduled testing time.
The James FOLEY Freedom Run is taking place on Saturday, October 15th at the James FOLEY Community Center in Rochester. Register today and join the GWRSD Legacy Team. For more information, see Miss Murray DeCamo in room 211.
Before we talk about our athletes of the week, something should be said for our boys soccer team, who are on an amazing winning streak. The team had a game last weekend, winning with 1-0. Way to go, boys soccer. Keep up the great work. We look forward to seeing some more victories.
And while we're in the realm of sports, here are the athletes of the week. Our female athlete is Sarah Parowski, with field hockey, and our male athlete of the week is Troy Dow, with the soccer team.
And here is this week's sports schedule. And here is the lunch menu for next week. On Monday, it's chicken or cheese quesadilla.
On Tuesday, it's cheeseburgers.
On Wednesday, it's pasta with plain or meat sauce.
On Thursday, it's chicken patty on a bun.
And Friday, you guessed it, pizza.
Yay! And now, on to sports with Elliot.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Night Watch Sports segment. I'm Elliot Giesler, and let's not waste any time. Starting off with the NFL. It's Friday, which means last night was Thursday Night Football. Isn't it funny how that works out? Commanders versus Bears, and quite frankly, it was just completely abhorrent. Final score was like 12-7. Justin Fields had a touchdown pass, but he also had a pick, and his completion percentage was just barely above 50. The thing about him is that I trust the fact that he could be better in a better situation because Chicago is far from a great situation, but he also just needs to be developing more than he is. So if you're the Bears, you got to have a lot of concern because not only is your team not very good, your quarterback isn't very good. And if both those things are true, then you're just dead in the water. Commanders, you won. Cool, you get another tally in the win column, but I wouldn't be too proud of this one. I still don't think you're really going anywhere with Carson Wentz as your quarterback. The person who I really feel bad for, actually, is Al Michaels, because this is 2 weeks in a row now. He only does the Thursday games, and these Thursday games have been awful. So really, the more entertaining part has not been watching the football. It's just been watching Al Michaels try to make it somewhat entertaining, and I just feel so bad for him. Moving on to the Patriots. Last week, they picked up a 29-0 win against the Lions. Great win, guys, with Bailey Zappi at quarterback. I still think Mac Jones is the way to go, but it is cute that Bailey Zappi's doing some fun stuff. They take on the Browns on Sunday at 1 p.m. I think that's an interesting game for them because I think the Browns are better than their record suggests. What ends up happening is that Brissett keeps throwing fourth quarter picks, and that's why they end up losing games. However, I will say he would probably be most likely to do that against the Patriots because Bill knows how Brissett plays, because if you remember, Brissett used to be on the Patriots. So, hey, maybe we pick up another win, move to 3-3. We're basically 0-0, start of a new season, right? I don't know. Maybe Mac Jones comes back after that. Hey, anything can happen, right? Moving on to the NBA. Haven't talked about them too much, but there's a couple of quick stories I want to cover. Starting off with the Draymond Green drama that I'm sure you all know about at this point. He punched Jordan Poole at a practice. Yeah, it's just interesting because the Warriors have always been laden with drama, especially when KD was there, if you guys remember. There was one point where Clay said something mean about Steph. KD was saying mean stuff about everybody. Draymond and KD hated each other, but now they're all best friends now that they're all on different teams and are a couple of years removed. So I think this is something that's going to end up being water under the bridge, although it will be interesting to see if that affects their chemistry at the beginning of the season. Donovan Mitchell's trade, he went to the Cavs. This is a thing that happened a while ago. I just haven't had a ton of chance to talk about it. I think the Cavs are going to be really good this season. I don't think they're going to win the championship or anything because I still think a team like the Nets or a team like the Bucks are better. Heck, I even think the Celtics are better, but, that's Celtic bias talking probably. But yeah, I think they'll be fun this season. They got a lot of good players. If Mobley develops, Garland keeps going. If they got Donovan Mitchell now, I think they're going to be really good. And then Ayo Dosunmu was named the starting point guard of the Bulls. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Elliot, why are you talking about this? This is not nearly as important as the other two things, and there are more important things you could be talking about. That's true. I'm not going to contest that at all. I just really like him because his name is Ayo, and I watched him play a couple times last season, and he was really fun. How can you hate this guy, right? But that's going to do it for me, Kingswood. Thanks for stopping by, and now back to the desk, or maybe another segment. I'm not sure. Hi, I'm Elliot Giesler. You just saw me over there. Watch my show, Get Real. It's on this YouTube channel and my own and Wolfboro Community Television. It's going to be great. There's a lot of sports on it. Yeah!
And now?
So yeah, I'm taking over the gaming segment. For now, at least. And as someone who completed the game, I say we talk about Subnautica. The first one, I mean. Subnautica is a first-person survival game developed by Unknown Worlds Entertainment, where you play as the unspeaking protagonist Riley. After your ship is mysteriously shot down orbit 4546b, you land in a dingy life pod that is barely holding together. With your ingenuity and your Altera Corporation survival training, you must take a dip to find materials to repair your life pod and figure out the secrets of this planet, why your ship crashed, and those strange hallucinations. But be careful. The deeper you go, the harder it gets, and the bigger the fish get. And something should be said about the atmosphere. It can be a mix depending on where you are. Sometimes it's calming. Others, it's absolutely horrifying. Some say this game should even be called a horror game. Some players will notice that without mods, of which there are many, there are no lethal weapons in the game, such as spear guns or even normal guns for that matter. This is because the developers were making an apology for their last game, Natural Selection 2. The game was heavily gun-based and unfortunately released soon after the Sandy Hook school shooting had occurred. As an apology, the devs in Subnautica did not add any guns or directly lethal weapons, other than the survival knife, to the game. And just to bring up mods for a quick second, the modding community for Subnautica is very vast, with hundreds and even thousands to choose from. Some are far better than others. Some can be simply quality of life mods, making it run smoother, making the graphics higher quality. Some add more weapons to the game. Some even add buildables, horrifying creatures, concept vehicles, and others, well... Yeah, well, I'll let you try them yourself. Moving on. To top it all off, I can't go on without mentioning this game is 100% free roam. And that ability is never taken from you. You never have to go deeper. You never have to leave the safe shallows. The game will nudge you to explore and to look around, but you are never required to, making this game stand out compared to most on the market. Although granted, you can't beat the game if you don't leave. That's really all there is to say about the game. You can get this game primarily on Steam and for the Nintendo Switch. And remember, even in an emergency, you're still on the clock in the Altera Corporation's eyes. Anything you collect on your journey, you may be expected to reimburse. But that's a tale for another time. Tune in next week to see our next game review. Now let's head back to the desk for whatever's left.
Thank you, Kieran, for that deep dive into Subnautica.
And now, on to dad jokes with Keegan.
The Dad Jokes. I'm Keegan Quinn, and today I'm joined with Sam and Austin on the drum set. How are you guys today? Fine. And Austin is once again silent. Are you guys ready to hear some jokes? I'll take that as a yes. Thank you. Alright then, first one. Why did the phone break up? There was no connection. Why was the cable sad?
Why?
His friend went wireless. What do you call a picture of a bookshelf? A shelfie. Anyway, thank you for watching Dad Jokes. These guys absolutely love being here. And back to the desk. That was awesome. Thank you, Keegan, for having the best segment around. And that's all we have for this week. I'm Keegan Quinn.
And I'm Mary Footemeyer.
And this was Night's Watch.